Hello students, welcome to Dr.B.RAOU Ambedkar University MBA HHCM first year first SEM course MBA HHCM 106 Human Biology and Medical Terminology. Today's title is Human Nutrition. What is human nutrition? The definition of it is human nutrition, it is the science of food and its relationship to health. It focuses on nutrients required for growth, energy and disease prevention. Nutrition is central to human development and productivity. MBA HHCM, it emphasizes nutrition for population and health management. Public nutrition influences workforce efficiency and healthcare cost. Food systems determine nutrition outcomes. For example, balanced diet improves employees' productivity. For examples, according to Park's textbook of preventive and social medicine, nutrition is a key determinant of health influencing morbidity, mortality and productivity in population. ICMR dietary guidelines highlight that inadequate nutrition among young adults leads to reduced physical efficiency and learning capacity. WHO reports emphasize nutrition as a foundation of preventive public health, particularly in institutional populations such as hostels and universities. Now coming to the next topic, essential nutrition in food. Essential nutrition refers to the intake of nutrients that are indispensable for normal growth, physiological functioning, immunity and maintenance of health. These nutrients cannot be synthesized in adequate amounts by the human body and therefore they must be obtained through diet. Adequate essential nutrition is fundamental to disease prevention, work efficiency and overall quality of life. Essential nutrients include carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. They support body function, immunity and metabolism. Deficiency of these vitamins or essential nutrition leads to health disorders. Macronutrients provide energy, micronutrients regulate psychological processes, adequate intake ensures optimal health. For example, protein intake prevents muscle wasting. Now, what is the classification of essential nutrients? They are broadly classified into macronutrients and micronutrients, along with water and dietary fiber. Now comes to the first one, macronutrients. What are macronutrients? Macronutrients are required in large quantities and they serve as the primary source of energy and body structure. Carbohydrates, they are the main source of energy, especially for the brain and nervous system. Example, cereals such as rice, wheat, they form the staple diet in India. Proteins, they are required for the growth, tissue repair, enzyme and hormone synthesis and of course immunity. For example, pulses, milk, egg, legume they support muscle maintenance and immune function. Fats, they provide concentrated energy, aid absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and support hormonal balance. For example, vegetable oils and nuts, they supply essential fatty acids. Now coming to micronutrients, what do you understand by micronutrients? Micronutrients are required in small amounts, but they are very vital for metabolic regulation and also physiological balance. Vitamins, they regulate metabolic processes and prevent deficiency diseases. For example, vitamin A is very essential for vision, vitamin D for bone health, vitamin B12 for nerve function. And coming to minerals, they are essential for bone formation, oxygen transport and enzymatic activity. For example, iron for hemoglobin synthesis, calcium for bone strength, iodine for thyroid function. According to ICMR and WHO, micronutrient deficiencies, particularly iron and vitamin B12, they are common even among educated populations. Now coming to water and dietary fibers, which are also a part of essential nutrition. Water, essential for digestion, circulation, temperature regulation in the body, and also waste elimination. Dietary fibers. What dietary fibers does is they improve the digestion. It prevents constipation and also reduces the risk of lifestyle diseases. For example, low fiber intake among hostel students can lead to digestive complaints. Now, what is the importance of essential nutrition? The importance of essential nutrients are it basically supports physical and cognitive development. It enhances immunity and disease resistance. It improves academic and work performance. It prevents nutritional deficiency disorders. It reduces long-term healthcare cost. According to Park's textbook of Preventive and Social Medicine, adequate nutrition is one of the most cost-effective public health interventions. Now, what are the consequences? We have known about the importance and what are the nutritions that is important. Now, let's come to the topic of consequences of essential nutrient deficiency. What happens if the nutrients are in deficient? Protein deficiency, they cause muscle wasting, low immunity, iron deficiency, anemia, fatigue, and poor concentrations. What does calcium deficiency cause? It causes mainly weak bones and osteoporosis. Vitamin deficiencies. Mainly vitamin deficiencies cause night blindness, neuropathy, and poor immunity. These consequences, these are among a few. There may be many others also. For example, anemia among female PG students, they affect academic performance and also the attendance of the student. So, what is essential nutrition from HHCM perspective? From a hospital and healthcare management perspective, what is essential nutrient? Essential nutrition is a preventive health investment. It ensures balanced nutrition, reduces disease incidence, shortens hospital stay, and lowers treatment cost. Healthcare managers are responsible for nutrition planning in hospitals, hostels, and community programs, emphasizing cost-effective diet planning, quality control, and outcome monitoring. For example, ICMR 2020, it recommends higher protein intake for young adults to support tissue repair and immune function. Harsha Mohan textbook of pathology, it links protein energy malnutrition to impaired immunity and delayed recovery from illness. Joy Hansen Reven, he describes human nutrition as micronutrient deficiencies such as iron and vitamin B12 as common in cereal-based diets. Now coming to the topic food security. What does food security actually mean? Food security refers to a situation in which all people at all times have physical, social, and economical access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. This definition is endorsed by the Food and Agriculture Organization, which is also known as FAO, highlights food security as a fundamental public health and social welfare concern. Food security components. What are the components of food security? Food security means availability, accessibility, and also affordability of food. It ensures that people have sufficient, safe, and nutritious food. Food security, it is a public health priority linked with economic stability, and insecurity of it leads to malnutrition. WHO emphasizes sustainable food system. Example, public distribution system in India. Importance of food security and its insecurities and what are its causes. What is the importance of food security? Food security, it prevents hunger and malnutrition. It supports physical and cognitive development. It improves productivity and learning outcomes, reduces disease burden, and also promotes social stability. According to Park's textbook of Preventive and Social Medicine, food security is a cornerstone of preventive health care. Now we have seen the importance. Now come to the food insecurities and its causes. Insecurity arises. Why does insecurity arises in the first place is it is because of the poverty and unemployment, rising food prices, climate change, natural disasters, population growth, supply chain disruptions. Example, during COVID-19 pandemic, food supply disruptions led to an increased food insecurity among vulnerable populations. Now, what is role of management in food security? Role of management in food security. Now, let us see through HHCM perspective. From an MBA HHCM perspective, food security, it requires a proper strategic planning and budgeting, efficient procurement and supply chain management, vendor supervision and quality control, monitoring nutritional outcomes. Effective food security management reduces healthcare cost and also improves population health outcome. For example, in ICMR 2020, it recommends that higher protein intake for young adults to support tissue repair and immune function. Harsha Mohan textbook of pathology, it links protein energy malnutrition to impaired immunity and delayed recovery from illness. Joy Hansen Reven states that human nutrition describes micronutrient deficiencies such as iron and vitamin B12 as common in cereal-based diets. Now, what are the risks to food security? Climate change affects crop productions. Economic inequality, it limits access to food. Now, increase in the population, there will be an increase in demand. So, population growth increases demand. Pandemics disrupt supply chains as there are lockdowns everywhere. So, there is no proper supply chain. So, pandemics disrupt supply chains. Political insufficiency or instability causes shortages. Natural disasters, they destroy the agriculture, again causing a risk to food security. For example, in COVID-19, food supply disruptions happened. For example, FAO definition of food security cited in Park. It includes availability, accessibility, utilization and stability of food. ICMR and National Institute of Nutrition (NIN) recognize nutritional feeding systems in schools and hostels as critical food security intervention. Public distribution system, which is also known as PDS in India, is cited by Park as a major strategy to ensure food security among vulnerable populations. Now, what is malnutrition? Malnutrition is a condition that results from deficiency, excess or imbalance of energy and nutrients in the human diet. It adversely affects physical growth, cognitive development, immunity and overall health. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), malnutrition includes undernutrition, micronutrition deficiencies and overnutrition, making it a major global public health concern. Malnutrition includes undernutrition and overnutrition too. It results from inadequate or imbalanced diet. It affects physical and cognitive development, very commonly found in low-income populations. It increases the disease burden and it is also a major public health concern. Example, childhood stunting. What are the types of malnutrition? As we have already seen, they are undernutrition, micronutrients deficiency, overnutrition, obesity, hidden hunger, wasting and stunting. Now, examples. Park PSM classifies malnutrition into undernutrition, overnutrition and micronutrient deficiency. ICMR reports indicate anemia as the most prevalent micronutrient deficiency among women of reproductive age. WHO identifies hidden hunger as common even among educated populations with poor dietary diversity. Now, what are the consequences of malnutrition? Increased morbidity and mortality, reduced learning capacity, lower income, economic productivity, higher healthcare expenditure, weak immune system, intergenerational impact, example anemia in women. Nutrition for special population. Special groups need tailored nutrition, includes children, pregnant women and also elderly. Chronic disease patients require modified diets according to their diseases. Athletes need higher energy intake. Geriatric patient, their nutrition prevents failure. Focus on life stage nutrition. Example, iron-rich diet in pregnancies. ICMR dietary guidelines, they emphasize increased iron and calcium requirements for women. Nirmal Kaur, Human Nutrition explains that young adulthood is critical for achieving peak bone mass, whereas WHO Life Course approach highlights nutrition during adolescence and young adulthood as decisive for lifelong health. Now coming to nutrition policy. What is a nutrition policy? Nutrition policy refers to a set of government-led strategies, plans and actions designed to improve nutritional status of the population and prevent malnutrition across all age groups. It integrates health, food, agriculture, education and social welfare sectors to ensure adequate, safe and equitable access to nutrition. Nutrition policy is a critical component of national public health planning and sustainable development. Nutrition policy guides national nutritional action, aims to reduce malnutrition, promotes foods fortification, encourages dietary diversity, integrates health and agriculture sector, supports vulnerable population, example Poshan, National Nutrition Mission. Now nutrition policy and public health, how it is interrelated. Nutrition policy, it plays a major role in reducing morbidity and mortality. It improves cognitive development, enhances productivity and economic growth. It also lowers healthcare expenditure. Example, fortification of iodized salt has significantly reduced iron deficiency disorders in India. Now, what is the role of management in nutrition policy? The role of management in nutrition policy is, from an MBA HHCM perspective, we'll see, it is nutrition policy, it requires a proper strategic planning and budgeting. Then, intersectoral coordination, program implementation and monitoring, evaluation of outcome and impact. Effective nutrition policy management improves efficiency and sustainability of health systems. What are nutritional interventions? Supplementation programs, food fortification strategies, behavior change communication, midday meal programs, maternal nutrition schemes, community nutrition education, for example, vitamin A supplementation. Poshan Abhiyan, cited in Park, aims to reduce malnutrition through convergence of nutrition, health and sanitation programs. ICMR supports food fortification strategies such as iron fortified rice and iodized salt. Now, after this, the Poshan Abhiyan and ICMR support, WHO recommends supplementation programs as cost-effective public health intervention. Now, what are essential nutrients? Carbohydrates, they are very rich energy source. Proteins, they are required for growth and repair. Fat, they are energy storage. Vitamins, they help in body regulations. Minerals, they are helpful in bone and blood health. Water, metabolic processes. Fiber, digestive health. Now, what is the role of management in nutrition? Healthcare managers, there is a cycle for it, whereas in healthcare managers, they plan nutrition programs. their resource allocation for nutrition. They monitor and evaluate the programs. Policy implementation. This means they have to implement the programs. Public-private partnerships. They have to make public-private partnerships for the smooth processing of nutrition management. Community engagements. Example, hospital diet planning. PARC emphasizes planning, monitoring and evaluation as a core component of nutrition program management. Hospital administration text, it highlights diet planning and quality control as essential managerial responsibilities. ICMR recommends periodic nutrition assessment and surveillance in institutional settings. Now coming to nutrition equity and social justice. These are few of the examples with references in which WHO Commission on Social Determinants of Health recognizes nutrition as a matter of equity and social justice. PARC's PSM links malnutrition to poverty, inequality and marginalization. Dr.B.R. Ambedkar's ideology, it emphasizes equality, dignity and access to basic needs, including food as fundamental rights. Now, MBA HHCM perspective of this is nutrition affects population, health outcomes, cost-effective intervention area, improves human capital, reduces healthcare burden, it supports sustainable development, strategic planning is also required. Example, corporate wellness nutrition program. From an MBA hospital and healthcare management perspective, human nutrition, it is a strategic component of healthcare delivery and population health management. Effective nutritional planning reduces disease burden, length of hospital stay and overall treatment cost. Nutrition interventions represent high impact, low cost preventive strategies within healthcare systems. Healthcare managers play a vital role in integrating nutrition into hospital services, community health programs and institutional settings such as hospitals, universities. Budget allocation, vendor management, quality control and outcome monitoring. These are the essential managerial responsibilities from MBA perspective. Incorporating nutrition into healthcare planning improves patient outcomes, it enhances operational efficiency and supports sustainable healthcare systems. Now, opinion on this. Human nutrition should be viewed not merely as a biological requirement, but as a core public health and social justice in public institutions such as universities, hospitals, schools. Nutrition directly influences students' health, academic performance and long-term productivity. Despite increased awareness, nutritional inadequacies persist due to economical constraints, institutional limitation and lifestyle changes. From a management perspective, preventive nutrition is a cost-effective strategy that can significantly reduce future healthcare burden. For this, public universities inspired by the ideas of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar have a moral and institutional responsibility to ensure equitable access to adequate nutrition for all students, especially those from marginalized backgrounds. Nutrition is a foundation of public health. Preventive nutrition is cost effective. Policy implementation must improve. Awareness is equally important. Management professionals, they play a very important key role in this. Food security must be prioritized. Example, community nutrition leadership. Now coming to the conclusion of it, human nutrition is multidisciplinary. It is not restricted to only a part, but it is a multidisciplinary approach. They are essential for sustainable development because malnutrition affects economic growth. Targeted interventions are needed. Policy and management integrations are required. Education ensures long-term impact. Example, integrated nutrition programs. Human nutrition is a fundamental determinant of health, development, and societal progress. So, as it says, it is a fundamental determinant of health, development, and societal progress. So, it is very important that we concentrate on human nutrition as it plays a very crucial role in preventing diseases, improving cognitive and physical performance, and also enhancing quality of life. Issues such as food security and malnutrition remain significant public health challenges. Even among educated population, these issues like food security and malnutrition, they remain significant. Effective nutrition policies, targeted interventions, and effective managements, these three things, which are effective nutrition policies, targeted interventions, and effective management, these three are essential to address these challenges. Universities serve as an important platform for implementing this as institutional nutrition strategies and promoting health equity. An integrated approach combining nutrition, science, public health policy, and management practices is necessary to achieve sustainable nutrition, well-being, and overall human development. I would like to repeat the conclusion that an integrated approach combining nutritional science, public health policy, and management practices is necessary to achieve sustainable nutritional well-being and overall human development. Thank you.